We have already surpassed the 400 ppm of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This is having consequences for the planet through the global warming. In this context, helping to protect and promote those ecosystems that are able to capture and store carbon dioxide in the form of organic carbon is a smart strategy. Coastal vegetated ecosystems such as salt marshes, mangroves and seagrass meadows happen to accumulate important amounts of organic carbon for hundreds to thousands of years. This carbon is known as blue carbon. Within the framework of the Life Blue Natura project, we thought it was timely to organize an international course to transfer all the knowledge we have acquired over the years to help other research groups to get started in the blue carbon world. We were quite surprised when after only 3 days after opening the call of the course, it was fully booked, even if the deadline for registrations was still a month away. Applicants come from all over the world, from Indonesia, Tunisia, Kenya, Sweden, Canada, Germany, Portugal, well, Italy, Spain, from everywhere. So I think it's become obvious that there is a high interest out there in learning the concepts and techniques needed for blue carbon research.
Research over blue carbon ecosystems can be very complicated due to the high spatial variability we found in the field, and this can be a problem when we try to standardize methodologies to develop projects for estimations of stocks and fluxes. The researchers that are currently working over this are trying to establish the same methodologies so all the results can be comparable, but those methodologies are constantly improving.
When planning the design of a blue carbon inventory project, we will face multiple challenges because there's a large variability in the blue carbon ecosystems that implies extensive field work that requires careful organization. There are thousands of samples produced to be processed, to be analyzed in different parameters, and all this requires very rigorous organization. When one takes a look to the thematic maps generated to present the blue carbon stocks and fluxes, it is difficult to imagine the gigantic work behind those colorful areas.
The large differences in the stocks and fluxes of blue carbon that we measure in the field are the consequence of the interplay of multiple factors. For example, the features of the terrestrial catchment close to the blue carbon ecosystems, the type of substrate where the plants are growing. For example, the substrate can be carbonatic or siliciclastic, and the grain size can vary a lot. Also, the water depth column and the elevation of the salt marshes, and of course the anthropogenic disturbances. All of these are just some of the many factors that can explain differences.
The interest in blue carbon research has increased exponentially since around 2009, after the publication of the report by Nelman and collaborators. The blue carbon community is currently publishing over 300 papers a year. One of the main drivers of this spectacular expansion is probably the fact that the carbon stored in the sediments of this blue carbon ecosystem is pretty significant, and that can be used and can be helped to mitigate global warming and to help us to conserve this blue carbon ecosystem.
I'm Mats Björk. I'm a professor at Stockholm University. I'm here as a teacher on this course for talking about greenhouse gas emissions in marine areas. Emissions are a negative aspect of blue carbon. We know that blue carbon is extremely important because they fix a lot of the CO2 we have in the world today. But the same thing, at the same time, the blue carbon will emit greenhouse gases such as methane or nitrous oxides that might offset their positive effect on the environment, right? So we need to know how much it is. There is not so many studies on shallow water methane, so What we are working in our group at the moment is to see what are the drivers, what is causing the greenhouse gas emissions, and how much are they offsetting their carbon sink function. The blue carbon of our coastal seas is immensely important, but we don't know how much it is. We need courses like this to get out the technology and the methodology to people to be able to get the right assessment on the blue carbon stocks. Why would we do that? Because we need to preserve them. We need to protect areas that helps us mitigate climate change effects. We need the blue carbon CO2 sinks in order to keep the atmospheric CO2 levels down. If we destroy them, the CO2 that is stored will be released up to the atmosphere, and we will have much worse global warming effects.
Hi, my name is Ines Mazarrasa. I am a postdoc research from the University of Cantabria. I work in carbon sinks in coastal ecosystems and the application of restoration and conservation of these ecosystems for climate change mitigation. I came here to participate in this course and also to contribute with a talk, and I'm really enjoying the course. I think the technical knowledge that is being transferred in this course is very good and really high, and also it's an opportunity to meet other people interested in developing projects about blue carbon, and I'm really happy to contribute to this course.
Hello, my name is Florian Eickholt. I work for Factor. I'm leading the Factor trading department in Germany, and here I was invited to this course to talk about carbon markets and which opportunity they provide for blue carbon. Blue carbon is an asset. Blue carbon is a carbon asset, but it's also an asset with regard to other values. And we will talk how to turn these values into monetary revenues for innovative blue carbon projects. And blue carbon is a new trending topic which is important to study.
My name is Melita Mokos. I come from Croatia, from the University of Zadar. I'm a postdoc and I'm a marine biologist. My recent interest became blue carbon, and we have a lot of Posidonia oceanica in the Adriatic Sea, so I wanted to see the possible potential of this species as a blue carbon stock and wanted to learn about this as much as possible here.
My name is Tametoki Matsuyama. I came from Japan. I work as consultant for ocean problem, especially marine politics.
Hi, my name is Rim Zahama. I'm from the University of Tunis, El Manar, and I'm here to participate to the course of sizing blue carbon.
So, hi, my name is Zimine Zimidi. I'm a PhD student from the Faculty of Science of Tunis. I'm studying the human impact on seagrasses. I'm here today willing to learn more about the blue carbon ecosystem and especially seagrasses.
We involved from many years in seagrasses study in Tunisian coast, especially in Posidonia and Cimodocea. And we want to learn more about the importance of blue carbon in these ecosystems.
In fact, despite the importance of the blue carbon ecosystem, there is actually no data about the blue carbon stocks in the south part of the Mediterranean, especially in the North African part. So we guess it's really important to fulfill such a gap in order to have a global estimation about the blue carbon worldwide.
My name is Rashidi Ismail from Tanzania, and I'm doing PhD at the Stockholm University. Actually, it's a bilateral program between the University of Dar es Salaam and the Stockholm University. My study is all about blue carbon, and it's like I've been involved in several projects of blue carbon, and then we are doing this in Western Indian Ocean, Madagascar, Tanzania, Zanzibar, and Mozambique.
I'm Ana Souza from University of Aveiro in Portugal, and I'm working on coastal wetlands ecology. I've done some work on blue carbon, but I thought to attend this course would be good to try different approaches to learn.
My name is Jasper Dijkstra. I work at Deltares, a not-for-profit research and consultancy institute in the Netherlands. We have projects on everything that's related to enabling Delta life all over the world.
Hi, I'm Angela Stevenson. I'm a postdoc in GMR. I've just started my postdoc, so this course is really well suited for me. It's on the, this new development on blue carbon and the oceans, and I'm just transitioning into this new field for me, and it was really timely. So I'll be working on the blue carbon budget of Germany. They're trying to go carbon neutral by 2050, and so my role is really to quantify the carbon stocks for the country and to add them to the national budget, and also possibly look into restoration, to look at fluxes, to see what we can gain and see what we've lost from in terms of carbon storage.
I'm involved in a project, MedPan project, about blue carbon and implementation of blue carbon in the management plan of an MPA. So as blue carbon has a big potential for the climate change mitigation, so this is the whole idea of the project, to try to implement blue carbon in the management plan to help management of the park conserve Posidonia even better than it's already being conserved.
The reason why I came here is to study how to research and how to sample the blue carbon sample. Actually, it's very hard for me, but I enjoy it. Thank you.
This is a very good occasion to have to meet people from all the Mediterranean and other countries to discuss about blue carbon and to exchange experience, and maybe also to produce a project in the future and a collaboration. So it's a very good thing to be here today.
I'm so happy to be here to attend, to participate in this course of sizing blue carbon. That is very interesting. And I have learned different methods of how to quantify carbon stock, carbon fluxes. We have several methods of quantification, but here it's like I have learned a lot, and it is perfect and it is nice and it is very interesting because it is the area of my study, so I'm so happy to be here.
It was a hands-on course, so I'm really enjoying it, and because we are actually applying different case studies and working on that. But it's also interesting because you meet other researchers that have the same that work on the same topic as you, so that's always interesting.
I'm here to learn more about how we can apply blue carbon knowledge in projects we do. For example, to improve nature-based solutions. That's something we work on quite a lot recently. Also, given climate change, nature-based solutions are more and more in the picture, and I think blue carbon can be an interesting financing mechanism for them, but at least it's, in my opinion, something people will ask more and more about. How much greenhouse gases do I actually capture, or how much greenhouses do I actually emit if I do something along my coast or river? So that's what I came for in this course. So far I think it's very interesting, not only because there is a lot of people from lots of regions in the world working on seagrasses and salt marshes and mangroves, so it's a very diverse group. I also really like the hands-on experience, because I've read a bit about blue carbon so far, and you think, okay, the theory, it's easy, I can do it, a bit of plus, a bit minus, divisions. But here you get the hands-on experience, and then you think, okay, there's more to it, to do it exactly right and to really answer the questions that we have. The experience we have here with the experts in the field is really valuable.
It was nice to see everything in action, and just to have these methods standardized. I can use what's already there, not reinventing the wheel. And also just having this support network. The instructors of the course are very friendly and approachable, and they've told us we could contact them if we ever need help with ideas, methods, if we have any questions at all. But also there's a lot of participants from all over the world, and this blue carbon field, as I said, is really kind of new frontier. So I'm sure I'll see everybody around at conferences and meetings, and it'll be nice to just keep in touch and see where the field develops.